Mistakes were made. Sorry, before I get kicking off here, I got a few people I got to hit up about this. Okay. Quinobu, hello. Hi, how are you doing, buddy? I'm glad you made it from the beginning. Thank you for coming by again. It means oh so much. My art thing's acting finicky. Tests. Okay. Seems to be working. And hello again, Quinobu. Quinobu? Quinobu. Sorry. Try and keep the music a little bit down. Hopefully it's not too overwhelming, too loud. This is one of the coolest albums ever. Or OSTs. It's for Journey. PlayStation 4 game. That game's dope. Okay. Now if I can find my pen. This is the creature we are working on today. This little mousy, turtley looking guy. Should be pretty fun, I think. We'll see. Hope so. I imagine so. Alright, sketch. You were right there? Nope. Where did I put the sketch? Oh, I managed to actually push it into the creatures one this time. I failed to do that in every other one. So what are you doing today? You working on some art and stuff as well, Quinobu? I'm still trying to get the morning coffee down. I woke up a little bit later today. I wanted to have this going a bit earlier, but I'm so I stay up so late on the weekends. It's a serious problem for me. Finishing your cape, that's cool. What are you being for Halloween? You know what? I definitely gotta get my mask. Hold on. I gotta have that for this stream for sure. Oh, that makes sense. Quinobu. Thanks for coming by, Chris. We'll bust that out again later. The Raven Bird Man. Chew. Anyways, we'll have to play with that more, for sure. I'll continue talking in Discord so I can full screen this? No, man, talk in this chat. This is where, like, everyone will come and start talking together and stuff. But people won't be talking in the Discord once it comes to, like, Unholy Hobo and everybody else showing up. But, I mean, feel free to full screen it if you want for a little while. I'm just saying. I don't pay attention to the Discord chat. Once it comes to stream time, I'm paying attention to this chat. Because this is the chat that the people come to say hello at. Anyways. Just getting a nice clean line work around this character right now. Remember to post a picture when you get your costume all done. Man, you're spending really, like, some serious time on your costume. Yo, what up, Nightfall? SpongeBob Happy Man. Greetings, greetings. How are you today? Whee! I don't know why I was inspired to draw this creature having a turtle shell type ordeal going on, considering he looks so much like a mouse. And also, Rabble had a great name for him already. He called it the Mauser when I showed the sketch to the stream for the last one I did. Which, if anybody missed the last one, I'll pop it open. You guys can take a look. It's always fun to keep the last ones open anyways. You can just kind of scroll through them at any point. Show people what you've been working on. This was the last one that we did. The Brutosaur. Number 4. Feeling super lazy. Did absolutely nothing this weekend. Hey, sometimes that's like what you gotta do, right? Like, especially around a holiday weekend like this. Sometimes you just hit holiday weekends and you're like, man, whatever. I mean, you know, Halloween, whatever. It's not like a real one. There you go. There you go, Tommy. That's how you do it. Yeah. Hey, and then that way there's 2 people extra in my stream right now. So everyone's like, hey, that guy, he's got a lot of people watching, even though it's just you. Thanks, buddy. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to close it. I meant to go back to the other one so I could keep working on the current one. Jeez, my phone's blowing up. What's going on? Being texted or something? Sorry, one sec. Boom. All right. So any particular reason it was a lazy weekend for you at Nightfall? I should just call you Nightfall, but I just get in the habit of calling people by their full name in this. Or try to, at least. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I actually did a lot of streaming and stuff this weekend overall. I ended up watching all Stranger 2 things. I ended up going home from work completely sloppy and passing out for a couple hours. I don't even think I really said goodbye to anyone. I kind of just disappeared. All I know is I woke up and my roommates were like, I was just blaring loud music apparently and passed out. So, nailed it. Nailed it. My phone is just blowing up. Stop it. It's because people steal my name. There be thieves. There be thieves in those boats. But yeah, I don't know. I was just in the mood to play games instead of program. Well, that's completely fine. Sometimes you just get in those moods. Sounds nice. Dude, I played a ton of PUBG yesterday. Like, hours of PUBG. I also got some great highlights from it, too. I had a moment where I rolled a motorcycle, and, like, while I was tumbling and flipping, all of the, like, this guy was shooting at me the whole time. He started shooting at me, and it, like, made me go into a zigzag moment where I was trying to dodge his bullets, and I ended up rolling into a somersault that shot me off the motorcycle, and I managed to turn around, figure out where the guy was, and managed to headshot him the entire time he was shooting at me. It was pretty baller. I felt like a fucking PUBG king right then. Fortnite released a new update, and it was a beefcake of an update, so I had to take advantage. Awesome. Have you been playing the Battle Royale style mode that they came out with for Fortnite? I've seen other people play it. It's probably pretty fun. I have to imagine, even beyond all the drama that happened between all that stuff. I like that this guy's like rocking a staff, like he's some kind of a ninja. Ninja mouse creature. Unholy hobo with his spooky cat. Hi, Unholy. How's it going today? What it be? It's a Sunday. What are you playing today? I'm playing mouse creature painting. It's this new game, just came out for all consoles. You can get it at your local Best Buy or GameStop. I'm so tired. I'm sorry. Shake 'em alive, guys. Bring the unholy back. Did you stay up really late watching movies or something? Scary movies? I started the new Mist series, like based on Stephen King's thing, and I don't know how I feel about it yet. Almost like the first episode, just the way the characters were acting and stuff, it felt a little bit quirky and cheesy, and I was like, is this going to be one of those kind of shows where it's like not great acting the whole time, but like cool premise? I guess if it has like good comedic relief to it or something. I just realized, does this have a cat mouth? Does this have a cat? But dude, this thing is like a catty, mousy, turtley, tailin. Like, I'm already imagining color scheme wise, he's gonna end up kind of having the whole desert mouse feeling. But I'd say he does have a bit more of a catty mouth than like a mouse, you know? A little bit. Cat, mouse, turtle, Mewtwo. Exactly. Now you know. Now you know what I've created. It's a combination of a Squirtle, a Mew, and a desert mouse. Remind me again, Quinobu, what you're being for Halloween. Do you have anything like an image or anything you can link? So I know you said what it was, but I just didn't know what it was. Stayed up till 4 a.m. watching Community with the girlfriend. I was very meh with Mist. It's alright, I guess, but the big twists of it. I figured out this like episode 3 laugh loud, but it was alright. I'll probably watch season 2. Yeah, I mean, essentially, I assume that the story is similar to like what the movie and everything is, right? So like, I don't know, maybe they try and big twist it up and do it different. We'll see. I'll probably keep watching it because I really don't have much else to watch, and anything that's deals with any like paranormal or anything like that is always more enjoyable. But if it's anything like the movie, then I just assume I know what's basically going down. Pokemon Alchemy? Yo, man. You know it. We just gotta put all the Pokemon together, make a hybrid Pokemon, one to rule them all, so we can stop catching them. Basically, we're just trying to stop catching them. We're over it. We just want to find somebody else who will catch them for us. An Android Pokemon. Did you watch Stranger Things yet, Raven? That's an alright one. I watched the entire thing in one night. After the work party on Friday, I came home, I passed out, slammed drunks, woke up to my roommates being like, yo, you're listening to loud shit. And then I was like, okay. Yes, then I started Stranger Things, and I didn't stop Stranger Things until 4 or 5 in the morning. Which is why when I did the art stream fucking yesterday, I was so exhausted. Whoops. Dude's got earrings too. Stranger Things 2. I don't want to spoil anything. I just don't. I have opinions on it, but I don't want to spoil anything. It was good. It was definitely worth watching. I basically told my friend that I gave Stranger Things 1 a 9 out of 10, and I gave Stranger Things 2 an 8 out of 10. So it's definitely worth watching. It's definitely good. I just realized his whole ear on the right side here is like totally way off. We're gonna just compensate that, and then it will match up with the sketch, but yeah, like his ears, like what is going on here? What was I thinking proportion wise? Ah. Essentially, stop doing that. Stop it. Stop it. Essentially, his ear is more like more like that, right? This could probably drop even a little bit more. That looks much closer. Okay. I'm glad I caught that before I went way into this. We got it. No worries. It doesn't have to match. That sounds like a pretty alright time. It was fun. Sure, I'll say that. I definitely like nearly fell asleep though through like Stranger Things like 2 or 3 times just because I was like, I've been drinking way too much now. I'm like, blah. But each episode it kept pushing me forward. It was like, no, just watch one more. Just watch one more. You got this. You can do this. Alright. Well, we got our base. We've got our base. Perfect. Up into colors. Let's start the colors. Today in colors we have like I've been saying it. I mean, we'll do hue shifts and everything like always. We'll do some adjustments. We'll see if anything pops out more than another, but I can already say that some form of mousy desert mouse styles. It's a little bit too pale. Something a little bit more like that would be good. Actually, probably would want to make this entire thing around the eye dark as well. Anybody else watch anything awesome lately? Another great show I watched recently was Taboo. With old Tom Hardy. With old Ed Hardy, t-shirt designer. Tattoo t-shirt style designer. Halt and Catch Fire. I don't know of that one. What is Halt and Catch Fire? Requiem in the house. Now that you're all here, it's time to go Raven. Let's do this. We can make this work. Caca! Jaw's supposed to open and move, but my jaw's too small to do it. Keep that on while I go show Finley? What? What? Ugh. Can I actually see out of that? I can. Birdman. But I can't like see well enough to like really do detailed work, I would say. Like I'm just kind of drawing in like around things that I actually need to do detail around because of it. Let me know when you showed Finley, Dad. Sorry, I had something stuck between my peak. Yeah, I can't do anything like detail-wise at all though, like precision stuff. Alrighty. Let's get this little tan creature painted up. They had a smoothing feature on the lasso tool so I could just kind of like quickly lasso around these shapes. It's like the last thing that I could ask for Photoshop to do to like make my life just so much faster in this. So what are the kids for Halloween? Requiem? Did you clip that? Unholy. Oh, nice. You just linked the dancing raven. Dude, that is so gonna be one of my... That's like gonna be my future sub. I'm for certain gonna make that like the sub gif. So that when people come in, that'll be mirrored ravens just doing that freaking dance. It's gonna be the best. My favorite part of that is just the subtle like look over of the raven, just like slowly like turning to you before it starts dancing. Unseen Sonic, what up, man? Welcome back to the stream. How's your dance lessons been? How's all that stuff going? What did we watch recently? I don't know. There's something. It was all a video from like... It was like a musical from back in the day. Anyways, there's a lot of really like rad dancing moves in it, and for some reason I was like, man, Unseen Sonic does dancing moves. Maybe he's doing some of this awesome stuff. It's so undescriptive. I'm sorry. Anyways, good so far. Awesome. Dez is Captain America and Finley as well. Right. I forgot. I remember seeing Dez as Captain. Princess Belle. You know, I still think that Disney's Beauty and the Beast was an amazing freaking cartoon movie all around. And really, it was one of my favorite Disney movies. It was just like so well done. You hate to hate the enemies. You love all the little side characters. But for whatever reason, I still have not watched the live action one. Just because it looks like it's a chick flick. No offense to anyone that loves chick flicks. Just saying. To me, I saw it and I was like, wow, that looks like it's going to be way more lovey-dovey than what I was, than what I remember the Disney cartoon version being, where it was still based around a story of love, but, you know. That prince was a jerk at first, because he was a monster. It was great. It was a great story. He's a great character, but I'm saying you love to, like, they make you love to hate the enemies and everything in that. They do a great job of, like, really making the story great. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you love him, but you hate him too. You don't want him to win. All you want to do is see him eat a lot of raw eggs. Alright? I rewatched the Mothman Prophecies recently, since that was a movie that I remember being like super creepy when I watched it when I was a kid. Since we were in the Halloween spirit, me and Rebel actually watched it, and it was still great. Go watch Mothman Prophecies. Get your it's not Michael Keaton. What am I thinking of? The guy with the hair from that movie. Slipping my mind. I can't think of it. So what's the day entail there on Unseen? Doing anything? We got some people in here making costumes right now. We got other people who are just chilling, enjoying the lazy Sundays. I'm drawing a mouse turtle creature. Actually, I talked with Cardimajigs, Ricardo, and we talked about once I get more of these creatures done, we might even try to see if we can repurpose them in any way for the Magic the Gathering tokens. Nothing official yet, but we talked on the back end and might even see if we can do some kind of like artistically like rotation or something like that to give us some animation to it. We're not sure. Either way, the goal was, hey, I'm just gonna keep making them. We'll reevaluate in the future. See if there's any way to work them in. I tell you what, I've been enjoying this. This is definitely something I needed. Something to just like be able to create awesome characters, little creatures and stuff. Take me out of the world of all the realistic stuff I do for work and everything. Couple hours of fun. Yeah, you got more dance practice today? Ain't nothing gonna hold Unholy or Unseen back, sorry. Ain't nothing gonna hold Unseen back from dancing. Unless you're out there dancing too, Unholy. Surprise. Unseen Sonic and Unholy Hobo are the same person. Hey, what's up? What's up, Notch? Doing an art stream today, man. Breaking it up. For those that are new and have not seen the other art streams yet, I can show you some of the other creatures that we've done. We're up to creature 5. Working on this guy, getting him going, just starting out today. But creature 1, creature 2, creature 3, and then we got creature 4, which was yesterday's. Now we be working on the fifth little creature, whatever it is. Art. Imagine if I was the same person. You guys, that would just blow my mind. It's just the fact that you guys both start with UNs, so it's like, for me, it's like, what? Ah, thank you. Thank you, Notch. The arts are coming through. Alright, so we got the body tone for this guy. That is if we even stick with this one. Again, I'm just putting base colors down. I will attempt to see what kind of actual creature color scheme we end up with here. I know that I want it to have some kind of a eye color scheme that's a little bit different than the others. Not necessarily evil, but just kind of exploring some options here. Maybe a little bit more of that jeweled type feeling. Might even feel, I guess, a little bit alien. We'll see. We'll mess around with that more, but in my head I kind of pictured something like that. Giving him the little dark set eyes. Oh, okay, alright. I kind of like that purple. Anyways. Name that eyes. Alright, so, you know, I want him to be cute, but I still want him to be, like, you know, doing other things, too. Maybe he's even got some, like, hypnotic... Man, now I'm just starting to think that this thing is, like, a creature that frickin' was created in a lab, dude. Let's get some golds up in this thing for his earrings and stuff. Some golds, and then probably fill it with some kind of jewel. Just getting the base colors for now, as I've said over and over. All about building that base up before you put the detail in. We'll give it like a blue one over here. Yo, what's up, Slay? Welcome to the stream. To the Ravenseye Gaming stream. I feel like... What am I drawing? I am drawing a... Basically what I described it as earlier was a field mouse turtle type creature, and somebody else was like, yeah, it's kind of like a Mewtwo. I think Nightfall was saying that. What did he call it? A cat mouse turtle Mewtwo. So that's the current creature. I'll go, you know, just because I'm seeing more people popping in that have never seen the work before, just quickly do it. So I open them up. This was the first creature we did probably about 2 weeks ago. It's been a continuation. This was the second creature we did. Did the little torchlings. Then we did the Marmons, which are these little creatures that are like chickens and run around and shoot them. You're imaginary? Yeah, I've got imagination. You know, feel like you got it doing that, right? Doing the arts, gotta have an imagination. Then we did the Brutosaur last night. So today's stream is this little creature, and it's not named yet, but one of my my buddies who saw the stream, saw the stream yesterday or whatever, was noting that the creature could be called a Mauser, and I actually really like that. So I'm probably going to call it Mauser unless somebody comes up with a better name. Which has been the first time that I've kind of trumped you all out. I'm sorry. Every other time it's been like, let's come up with a name together, but, you know, Rabble called it first try yesterday, and I was like, geez, dude, that's actually a really good name for these Mausers. Alright, so you drawing this for mobile games because they look awesome. So I have like multiple uses that I want to try and do for them. Biggest thing I'm kind of doing for them right now is just like educationally. I want to actually go and get all of these made into YouTube videos that are like 15 minutes long, mute out the entire stream. I talk over those, kind of giving a little bit of a brief description, put them up on YouTube so that people can go there and watch them and actually learn from them. Hopefully they can, you know, take something from it and create their own creatures, their own works. So I want to do that. On the backside, though, I've been wanting to hold on to them because I would love to actually potentially use them in my own game one day. I've had a couple of ideas of like kind of tactics slash card type games that I would love to use the creatures in, if possible. That would take a lot of time and work, but you know, I figure I just keep making them over time. Maybe the stream grows, maybe everything grows, and maybe one day people are like, yeah, dude, go kickstart that game idea. So there's that option. So there are things that I would like to use it for. But in its current state, no. It's not being used for anything officially, like a mobile game or anything. The one thing that I was kind of saying earlier is this guy that I've been doing art with, he has Magic the Gathering tokens. He has a website for it and everything. And if possible, we might repurpose these kind of cutesy creatures or whatever to actually be presented in some tokens and stuff like that. And we'll see, though. That's still something that we're just like, you know, we've talked about a little bit, but mainly I'm focusing on just making more of them for now. Okay, so turtle shell. Turtle shell. I'm definitely going to have to explore with this whole thing. Anyways, we're going to do some different hue, color, and saturation and everything. Right now, this is clearly just, as I've said before, I'm just putting some base colors down. I can change these colors and stuff, everything in time. Slay, thank you for the follow. Caw-caw! Welcome. One of us. One of us. Welcome to the Ravenseye gaming stream, where we play way too much PUBG and then draw really cartoony creatures. That's the current, like, analogy of my stream. Really good at PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Draws cartoony creatures to keep his brain from not exploding from doing serious, realistic work at his job all the time. Alright, let's take that section out. Top of a turtle shell is generally darker, right? So we'll put a bit of a darker top shell, and then the bottom of a turtle shell is generally lighter. I'm telling you, reptiles and stuff, their bellies, that stuff is always, it's always lighter. What about Miscreated? Oh, right. Yes, I have been playing some Miscreated. That is true. That is very true. But I'm currently in a state where I kind of can't play that as much. I want to get back into it in the future, but I have some stuff outside of work and everything else that I actually need to focus on, and my extra streaming days are a little bit less. This weekend was kind of an exceptional one because it's more of a holiday type thing, more Halloweenish, so I figured whatever, I'm not going to focus on the priorities I need to get done right now, but I do have some stuff that I need to get done. Even today I have various chores and stuff that I've fallen a bit behind on that I need to get taken care of. Some specific things. But the role-playing Miscreated server is absolutely hilarious and fun. Sure hope I'll get more time to do that stuff. Okay, so there's a decent base color for this guy. We can work it from here. Actually, it kind of looks like the way I was intentionally thinking of this thing was that it was not actually all brown. Looks like it had some kind of a cloth wrap that I was trying to emphasize. So let's go ahead and let's hook it up with some kind of a red or something. There we go. Something like that. Okay. So base colors for this one at least. Da, 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 da. Alright, let's kind of screw around and do some different hue saturations and stuff. See if we can find any other color schemes we like. Field mouse. What if he's white? No. I don't think that's... No. Oh man. That actually makes him look like he's like a Persian cat. Or some kind of a cat. That's actually pretty cool. With the darks. It's less field mouse, more ancient Egyptian cat now. In this version. Okay, well, that is another option. He looks pretty dope there. I like it. I do. I just really like something about the field mouse style. I feel like it's gonna make him even more cutesy though. Cutesy fun mobile type thing. Alright, let's duplicate another one. Let's see what maybe it looks like as. I don't know. Could attempt like a purple of some sort, possibly. See if something like that looks like. No. No. Something's telling me this thing's just needs to have some neutral tones going on. I wonder if I could do like a combining feature. Huh. That might be an interesting idea. Mix in the blacks and the tans. Let's explore with that a second. Color picker here. It's great. Alright, curious. For one, I know I already had wanted the eyes to have kind of this darker shade to them, right? So, what if... Nope. Might be better for the light to come actually through. Starting to feel more panda-y. Which may not be the worst thing. Undecided. And even if that was just like a dark brown still, that might still be awesome. I just don't know if the black on the tan's working out too well. Exploration. This is why this stage is so fun. Just because you get to mess around a bit more with this. Still has that field mouse quality, but nice little value tone and separation in its body. Man, that thing's... It's exactly what I was trying to make this thing. Fucking pretty damn cute, and it's looking pretty damn cute. The kind of things that you could make a plushie for. Or I would say, I don't know, some kind of like Skylander type thing. Something that kids would have as like a cartoon or something like that, and just love. That's the goal. Yeah, I can dig that. I don't know how I'm feeling about the greens though. Kind of like this tone over there. The whole dark turtle shell thing's kind of cool. Or I guess neutral is what I'm trying to say. Neutral tones. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble finding this exact tone. I'm just going to copy it. Guess we should give it some form of green. Not the exact same kind of skin tones that it has. Okay. Okay. How about the staff here? Can we change that up more? Give it a little bit of a tannish green beige kind of thing going on. Just that meshes the thing too much. What if that's gold too? There we go. That works. It's like a gold staff. I don't know where this thing managed to get gold staffs and stuff, but, you know, it's got it now. Alright, I'm gonna delete this purple guy. I still do like the dark one. I like this color scheme in general. I'm gonna actually save that out just for a future creature, because I might actually design one now based on that creature. Just alone, the color scheme right there makes me think of some kind of cool like Aztec type cat or something. So I might even like create another sketch and kind of base it around this kind of a color scheme for a future one. Like different EVs that evolve. Well, I guess that's a good thing. Like, I figure if these things can fall anywhere between Zelda, Pokemon, and a Miyazaki type thing. Or no, I'm not thinking Aztec. What am I thinking of? Egyptian. Not Aztec. Though even I might even still be able to work in some darks here. Can dig. Okay, well. Now we can move on to final render, since we've got all the colors. I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate this first. I'm gonna crush him group-wise, make him a solid, go down to the shadows here. Let's take this shadow that was from the last creature. Color drop on that. Go ahead. Get a little bit of a Gaussian blur. Alright, cool. Got a shadow for him. They look like the different Eves. One of us. One of us. Did someone just follow or something? Oh, jeez. What's going on here? Is chat disappearing and then coming back in? Requiem says, I need an elf token and a Thopter token in the realistic style, but that does sound sweet. Gotcha. Yeah, well, you know, I'm sure at some point in my life I will get around to doing things like that. It's just time. It's time, and honestly, like, this stream thing, I can do this in 2 to 3 hours. Doing something like that takes several hours, and just don't have the time to do it right now, sadly. With all this other things I'm working on. Oh, just making up for the last one. Heck yeah. Alright. Purple eyes are cool, but let's take some other looks here. Red, green. Purples do work. Kind of make me wonder. There's just something more teddy bearish cute about an eye that's just like this. I'll pay you, but I'm also not in a huge rush. I just prefer showing off your art. Actually pointed a guy to an event I went to in Cincinnati this past weekend to Cardiman Jigs for your Goblin tokens. Excellent. Yeah, that Thorium College or whatever. I had a few people hit me up about that overall. About being like, dude, you're in Thorium College. It's like, yeah, I make artwork. And fantasy artwork. Does it really surprise you that it came back around to have like token type stuff? But either way, I'm sure at some point in my life I'll end up doing more of those. Requiem. It's just at this current time and moment, I've got some other passions that I'm really trying to focus and pursue while I got the ability to. So I'm just trying to analyze in my head on like an overall like how I want to go about starting this guy. I think it's always good to start at the face. So we gotta pretty much duplicate all these. We're gonna delete everything else. So that we're working only with the skin tones here. Duplicate that layer. And do a little bit of blur. Duplicate a couple of those layers. I'm just trying to work out the fray edging that can happen when you take big things like this and compress them. Go. Now we can kind of work in this sky. Wrong brush. Give him that cat type nose. Thanks again, those of you that are sticking around for the art stream here. I know that sometimes it can be slow, considering it's not like an action-packed video game that you're watching the whole time. Somehow along the lines, I ended up on Skyrim OST. Apparently the other one finished and it just went right into Skyrim, so. But I feel like this music's kind of working with this creature right now. Kind of building up a base here. So essentially, using this one layer, I'm just kind of working in the highlights and everything like that, trying to keep in mind where the lighting sources are coming from, how I want it to hit the body here. It's not the most interesting thing. It's kind of slow working, but you just got to keep all the pieces in mind while you work through it. Say that almost even makes him a bit dark too. Let's give it a little bit of color in the shadows. As oranges and fur and stuff like this get a little bit darker. Trying to take on a bit more color. Well, from there, I actually want to add in another layer of all that. I'm going to see if I can do a little bit of brightening up. So I think these two layers merged, brought up, and then get all those back on a clipping mask so you don't see all that outside fuzz. Clipping masks allow me to kind of like just draw sloppily, but like still attach it to the main object that I've made, which is why I always start with a gray base. I just realized I lost the sketch in doing that. Just right there though, so. Okay, so I'm gonna hold this. I want to try and get some color dodge going on up in here. Putting color dodge on the brush, and then picking something in a monotone like this is gonna allow me to highlight. It's gonna bring the lighting source up. Brighter. Which that is not good. It's having way too much red and tough in there, so I need to go even more monotoned. Take a bit more gray, and that will hopefully work. A little more brightness in the areas where light is hitting. We can paint and blend that all together. Alright then. Let's do a little bit more on like the turtle shell part, and then we can compress all that and turn this into a full-on flat. And then we'll actually paint the rest of it and build it up. Was up from work. What's up, Commando? You're popping in while you're working? I get it now. What's up from work, you're saying? Gotcha. Thanks for saying hi, man. Sounds like it's a busy day for you. Sunday, busy Sundays. All right, focus now is on this turtle shell. darks up in there. What's going on? I actually kind of like that tone though. I'm gonna leave it in there. Happy accident. Increase the sides of the green there. Get a little bit of that highlight up in that. And then focus on the rim next. Alright, adding a bit of highlight in here. Kind of wrapping around its neck. Pretty easy thus far. Just outside painting in Chestnut. I'm not sure where that is. What kind of painting are you doing? Like garage painting? Wall painting? Keep doing that. Just kind of putting some bass tones down on the staff here. A little bit of highlight. I'll emphasize it a bit more later. So as you can see, I'm just kind of working it up right now, because then I'll compress the whole thing and actually go do the final detail to the creature. It's about an hour south of Saginaw, right on. So it looks like at least it was a hot one out there today, so that's good. Hopefully it won't be freezing cold the whole time while you're out there. Well, again, I don't know, you said you're painting, so who knows, you might be inside painting. Alrighty. And base rendering done. Though I'm seeing something here. Getting the fraying happening that I was talking about that I don't want to be happening, so. I need to go back to below, all of that. I think it's kind of just happening around the shell part right here, so let's see if we can. I don't know. It's only a couple little pixels, but I hate it. No, actually it's happening to all that. So why is that? Why am I seeing gray edging there? Is there another layer that I didn't turn off or something? It's coming through. It doesn't look like it. I'm sure to you guys, you're probably like, what are you even talking about? But there's these little trim razor lines that are happening throughout this entire thing that doing this process this way can cause sometimes. I have methods around it. But I gotta figure out where the problem's occurring at right now. Yeah, not as cold as yesterday, right? I woke up and I saw the sunshine shining through the window and I was like, what? It's so nice out now. Alright. To Abzu. I'm really unsure of how I'm getting this fraying right now. Partially makes me wonder if I should just paint over it. Probably have it completed by now. Let's just do it. Just do it, get it out of the way. Stupid edging. Maybe I'm meticulous, but I hate when it frays. get out of the way right now. If I would have just done this from the start, we'd have been done by now with this section. This rendering stuff is the most time-consuming part of the entire project. I should do some streams sometimes where I'm just sketching. It's fun doing the full, like, polished creature and everything, but it'd be pretty cool to do some streams where I'm just drawing sketches the whole time. I don't have to worry about meticulousness. Just paint loosely. Photoshop and its ding sounds. It's almost done. Can almost continue forward. Again, it's probably just a little pet peeve thing of mine, but I hate seeing those little fraying lines. Alright, let's merge this whole thing together and start doing the final renderings here. Got the colors, we got it all together. In fact, it's already quite a step forward. Compress that, make it into a single layer, move them up to the final render stage. It's already coming together pretty fast. It's nice. Any hand cramps yet? Nope, none yet. I've been doing this for way too long for me to have hand cramps. More like building hand muscles. And hello, how are you doing today, Atomic Bee? Welcome back. Looking to plan a new vacation? That's awesome. Where are you trying to go? I was really hoping to head out to the Redwood Forest this year, but it didn't work out, sadly. I've been wanting to go there my whole life. Maybe next year. In fact, I really want to make it a set in stone next year. I just know that, like, looking up at gigantically prehistoric trees to me is going to be like, what the hell? This is so cool. Italy, nice. But you're hoping for Thailand. Thailand would be really tight too. I always loved that movie, The Beach, with Leonardo DiCaprio. That was shot in Thailand. Just freaking makes that whole, like, part of the islands and stuff near Thailand just look gorgeous. You haven't seen it? Oh wow, you should watch it. It's awesome. I can't remember if that's a Danny Boyle movie. Hold on, I'm gonna search. The Beach. Yep, it's directed by Danny Boyle for sure. I love Danny Boyle. That's probably why I love that movie. There is one extremely cheesy like moment in that movie though. So cheesy. Yeah, I'd recommend, in general, anyone that has not seen any Danny Boyle movies, go watch all of them. You probably have, and you probably don't even know it. Like 28 Days Later, Danny Boyle. He is the best. One of my favorite movies. In fact, I can still have it sitting over here. Nope. Sunshine. Sunshine was created by him as well. What's this movie that's super awesome? Has like the guy from Captain America who plays Captain America. He acts in it, and Cillian Murphy. But apparently the movie ended up just going like straight to theater. I don't know, or not straight to theater, straight to video or whatever. Which I don't know why it did, because the movie production and everything on it is like super great. It's like a sci-fi movie about like people from Earth that go to try and jumpstart the sun because the sun's dying, and they have to blow up a like nuclear bomb in the core of the sun to get it to like rebirth itself. And the whole movie's just like about sacrifice and stuff, and it's awesome. And it's like got really like high-end sci-fi production value to it and stuff. So I have no clue why it ended up just going straight to DVD. But I tell you what, that movie is something else. So if you're looking for something great to watch, Danny Boyle, Sunshine. Hey, what's up, Dimes? How's it going, my dude? Just trying to get the face down right now. Kind of render out the face. I feel like no matter where you're at, if you get a rendered face completed in your production work, you can generally sell it right there. You don't even need to do all the rest. Drawing strange things today. It's going good. Just watching some football and seeing how the art is coming along. It is coming along, my boy. It's coming along. Who's playing today? Who are you watching? Mouse creature thing. I won't lie, after last night's PUBG of feeling super warmed up, I feel like I'm gonna get in there today and be like, yeah, I'm ready to kick some butt, and then I'm gonna just get smashed. People are gonna just drop me every time and be like, why? Vikings beat Ravens earlier today in London. Woot! Are you from London? All the games. I've got a fantasy league, so I need to check in on everyone. Hell yeah. Never ended up doing any of the fantasy stuff. I had a lot of friends that did the fantasy hockey, and hockey was always something I enjoyed more myself. I don't know. I don't know if I could even keep up with anything like a fantasy hockey league or anything like that. Doing art, doing stream, doing all this other stuff. Ain't nobody got time for that. But are you winning your league? Nope. It's just, that's where the game played or something? I gotcha. For some reason I thought when you said in London, that's what you were saying. My apologies. Oh, this is your first year doing it. Right on, dude. Still just kind of working out the face here. He's got such a big round face, it's kind of like... Also doing the two separate tones is making him a little bit hard to kind of figure out how I'm laying out his face and everything. Jesus Christ. My Ravenseye are big football fans, so they watch the games. I just check my app and see if I'm getting points. The NFL has a few games throughout the season in London, since there is a huge following of American football over there, and they cannot watch it as easily as we can here. So there are a few games that is held in London. Aha, see? That is knowledgeable for me. As I said, like, really, my brother and my dad were the huge, like, sports nuts in the family. I was sketching, drawing, or making art, so I had no clue that some of the games are actually over in London. Generally, while they were sitting there watching football and stuff like that, I was doodling. Alright, let's get a little bit of blend on here. Gonna blend up these weird marks I put down that make his face look all potted up and awkward. Get back to that smooth state. Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of a thing for me, like the last indie game I was working on. My nephews were over at my house or whatever, and they were playing my indie game that I was working on. And there was something about the moment of seeing how like joyous for them it was to like be playing this video game that I worked on that just like made me remember how much I loved that feeling when I was a kid of like playing video games and stuff and just like loving the world and stuff so much. That kind of inspired me to really go on and push to make like these more fantasy creatures and stuff. I just wanted to like, I wanted to do something, I guess, that was more along the lines of like what I would imagine some like, you know, 8-year-old, 10-year-old kids or whatever would just like love. It's like I realize it's like very cartoony, it's very cutesy, Pokemon-y, again, Zelda-y creatures. Miyazaki-ish. These creatures that I've done, but it's just something about it. Just like, it would be so cool to be able to work on some kind of a video game or whatever that was geared towards, like, just, I don't know, kids getting lost in their imaginations and stuff. I know that as I was a kid, I was a very imaginative kid. I ran around in the woods pretending there were dragons and stuff out there. And always searching for the dragons out in the woods and stuff. I was a very imaginative kid. I thought it was a new thing this year, but I guess it's been happening for a few years now. Gotcha. Yeah, something I definitely did not know. You were very witchy as a kid, making potions and casting spells. That's awesome. Did you have a name? Did you have a name for your witchy self? Atomic Witchy. Also, the word atomic is just freaking cool. Good choice in name. Atomic Bee. I definitely did the whole wizardry magic spells thing too. I know that I used to definitely spend a lot of time running around. Me and my friend would just get buckets of like berries and stuff like that from the woods and everything, and we would just we just crush up just tons of berries into just like weird pastes and then just like fling it around at trees and stuff like that. God, what a bunch of fucking creatures. It's like thinking about that, just like when you're a kid, you just do whatever. Yeah, it's a good idea to just go throw a ton of mashed berries all over the place. What the fuck? No, but I guess I was so convincing, a childhood friend messaged me and asked if we were really doing magic. I think she felt bad because she turned out super Christian. Oh no. She just didn't do enough magic. I remember being pretty terrible at I told a lot of like stories. I guess I always thought that the people like my neighbors and stuff got it. Like I thought they realized I was just like, again, it was my imagination running wild, but like I told them all kinds of stories like that were just like generally based on like Goosebumps and stuff. Like I told them there was a ventriloquist that lived out in the woods that was going to come and kill us at night. Just shit like that. Like that was all based on Goosebumps and stuff, and I ended up scaring the shit out of them. They apparently told their parents and everything like that, and like I got pretty much reamed out by the parents and being like, why are you telling them stories like this? And I was just like, I fucking thought that they understood. I was just only joking. Like who would actually believe there was a ventriloquist out there in the woods? It's freaking now. I don't know. Just kids. Still friends with them. They don't hate me. It's not like I ruined their lives by telling them there was ventriloquists out there, but I just remember that and being like, geez, I'm getting in trouble for telling this, like, I don't know. Yep, exactly. It's like, what? Really? You guys actually think this? I think I made them believe that tremors were real too. Like the creatures from Tremors. KK Bacon. Kevin Bacon! And now, all these years later, I'm drawing cartoony creatures. Whatever. I don't care. I love it. I'm a nerd. This is my life. This is my life now. Maybe if we start adding some outer highlights to this, it'll start to give it a little more shape. It's feeling a bit flat because I think I'm not adding any outside tones. What kind of highlights should we put on here? I already got some purple going on. What about some like bright orange? Make it feel like he's in the desert or something. Or is that just too much yellow? Nah. I think that'll work nicely. That's what we should do right now. Anyone that's watching, story time. What's the worst thing you remember doing as a kid? I'm trying to think, what was the worst thing I did as a kid? May not necessarily need to be the worst thing. I'm just trying to think of like something that you did that your parents were like, you terror. Oh, I got mine. I got mine. All right, I'll start. When I was a young kid, I was having a rock throwing contest with my friend. This is the kind of logic you have, you know, as a freaking kid. We both just got in our minds that we could throw rocks further than the other. So we were just picking things like, I bet you I can throw a rock further than that. I bet you I can throw a rock further than that. I bet you I can throw a rock further than that. Well, for whatever reason, we decided, I bet you I could throw a rock further than that car. And so down the road, we're just lobbing these rocks down the road, not even thinking at all like, oh yeah, like there's a car there with gigantic windows on it. So of course, my fucking dumbass ends up lobbing a rock right through the fucking window. Just completely obliterating that window. And and me and my friend just ran. We just got the hell out of there. And for the next week, I just didn't talk to him. I didn't go outside and play or anything. Fucking cops were going up and down the street and stuff. It was terrifying. I always felt like such a shit. As an adult now, looking back at it, I'm like, man, I really hope they had insurance, because that was 12-year-old me being a really, really, really dumb kid. Mistakes were made. I thought I was gonna get in so much trouble. I just didn't tell anybody. You guys know now. You know the truth. From my parents' point of view, when I called the cops, I just feel like for some reason I'm laughing already because I feel like your story times is gonna be hilarious. Just your personality and everything. I don't know why. I'm just like imagining it already being just something really funny to me. As a kid, I loved playing with fire, so one day I thought I'd make an Olympic torch out of paper towel tubes, and I ran around with it lit. While it burnt down my hand, I dropped it in the living room, and it burned a huge asshole in the middle of the carpet. I tried to cover it up with a rug we made. My mom found out immediately and whooped my ass. Oh my god. I tried to play it off like I didn't do it. Oh my god, that's so fucking funny, dude. Just imagining you doing that too. Just running around and it being like, oh god. So funny. Sorry. I'm sure it was a traumatic time for you, but it's still really hilarious to me right now. Excuse me. Jesus. I love playing with fire though, 2 times. Especially when I was skateboarding. That same friend of mine actually that I was throwing the rocks with, we used to light things on fire and then skateboard over them. Ramps. The one that was the best is we took and pried the sewer off, the sewer grate, like in the middle of like the frickin' road in the middle of the night, and we put an I-beam across it and then just lit the entire I-beam on fire, and we were just grinding across the I-beam while we were skateboarding while it was just frickin' ablaze like 3 feet high. Like, God, I don't know how our parents didn't like look out the window or anything, because it was like right in front of my parents' place. Even the neighbors and stuff, like nobody called the cops or anything. It was kind of late at night though. Like, I guess for all them, they probably just were watching TV or something, not really paying attention to the ruffians outside skateboarding, burning frickin' I-beams on ramps and stuff. God, fucking terrors. My parents were firefighters and we were responding to a midnight call. I woke up with a leg cramp and then they were gone. I was scared and I was told that if you're ever home alone, you call 911. I didn't remember what my aunt was saying that your aunt was staying in the basement. After a cop was sent to my house, another was sent on the scene where my parents were performing CPR. They were asked if they made it a habit of abandoning their children during calls. They told the cop I wasn't home alone and that my aunt was in. Oh my god. That's so, in a way, not your fault though. Like, if you were told to do that and you didn't remember that there was your aunt downstairs, so whoops. Whoops though, but I can't believe that cop fucking said that shit. What a dick. No. Do you make it a habit to abandon? Bullshit. Get out of here. I'd be so pissed. I'd probably blow up on that guy if I was a parent. God, I gotta blow my nose. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Mucho better. Oh wait, there was more to the story. I just stopped you right then. It was in the basement. Cuts me at the house with a cop. He tells me we need to go downstairs. I freak out and say, no, we can't do that. It's too dangerous. He turns to me and asks why. Is my dad making drugs or bombs? My dumbass says, I don't know. Actually, he was just remodeling, and didn't want me down there with power tools. I still get shit for this. Oh man. Oh man. You're a kid though. Like, what are you gonna say to a cop if they ask you shit like that? Dude, just fucking. Sorry, maybe that cop was a really nice cop and everything. He was just doing his job and shit. But it's like, dude, really? Like, clearly, if your parents are like volunteer firefighters and stuff like that, or did you say they were? They were firefighters, and that's the way that guy reacts. What a dick. Sorry, I'm saying it. I'm saying it. I can see how you still get shit for that, though. That's got to be one of those family stories where everybody's like, knows they can pull your leg on it. You're up next, Unholy Hobo. Don't pretend you can get out of this. Or is it because you're Canadian, you never did anything wrong? Too friendly. Oh, well, yeah, okay. I mean, that makes sense. But still, like, even if that is a thing, your family are firefighters. Like, they have to be in relations. Like, did this cop just have a vendetta against your family or something? Like, did Unholy just miss out completely on what the whole thing was? This color tone variation I did on this one is actually making this one a bit more of a challenge to paint today. There's a lot of blending tones going on here instead of it just being one color highlights. That's okay. Should benefit it in the end. Just stating. Scoring already a little bit longer than I was expecting. Where we at? We're at 158. I guess I started at 12, so maybe not. Another hour of render time and should be able to wrap it up in that period of time. It's really the head's always the longest part anyways. Because it's the most focused part. It's the first thing everyone looks at, so gotta have the most detail in the head. I got caught sneaking out of a girlfriend's window by my mom, who was parked out front of her house at like 11 p.m. after she found out I snuck out. Oh yeah, there you go. That actually reminds me of a time when I got in trouble because my friend decided to throw a party at his house. And of course we were in high school, so, you know, underage drink and all that crap that happens at those high school parties. But essentially, my friend who threw the whole party and stuff like that ended up totally getting caught for it and ratted me out and said that I was there and everything like that. And my dad just like, I love my dad pieces, but he was a minister, so you can imagine a wild child like me and him having to put up with my shit. But anyways, he was like, you tell me everyone who was at that party, or you're gonna be grounded for the entire summer. I just ended up saying to him, I'm not a rat. I'm not a rat. Damn it. And it happened. I got grounded for the entire summer. All because my fucking friend had to go say that I was at the party. It was a fun party, though. You know? Honestly, I think from his perspective, he thought that our parents weren't going to care. Like, he told his parents, and like a week later, he was fine. Doesn't matter anyways. By the time the end of the summer was rolling around and I was supposed to like be grounded for the whole summer, I had been sneaking out of the house and everything and just been doing whatever I wanted anyways every night. Sneaking out of the house is a common occurrence. Me and my sister used to do that all the time. Hopefully you're not watching, Mom and Dad. Whatever. We were kids. We're just around the neighborhood, you know? It's not like we were... Oh, okay. I take that back. My one friend used to take his parents' car and we used to go on joyrides. But most of the time it was just in the neighborhood, just running around. Everyone behave. Do what your parents tell you. Don't be like a raven. Or do, I don't know, whatever. Live your life. That's what you gotta do. You gotta enjoy it. Just be safe, be smart, don't be an idiot. I snuck out of the house once, then stood outside for a minute. End of story. I was such a wild child. Dang, yo. I don't know. From where, okay, so like where I lived, it was just like, it was suburban, like middle class kind of suburban areas. Low to middle class. So there's just woods and houses. There was nothing that like really could have done us harm, unless it was like another human being, you know, which I'm not saying, again, like there are dangerous people out there, so be smart. Someone in the middle of the night, I remember, and I was an adult at this point, I was walking to the bus and it was the middle of the winter. I was trying to catch the bus downtown to go meet up with some friends, and a guy in my neighborhood, street that I've walked thousands of times, pulled up next to me, and he was trying to wave me over, and I'm like standing there like a couple feet away, kind of like, I don't know who you are. And I was like, yeah, what's up? And again, I was an adult. I was probably 22, 23. And the guy was like, hey man, like, come on, jump in. I'll take you to wherever you need to go. And I just had this vibe about him. I was like, no, this guy's not, no. It's like, I'm catching a bus. Don't trust this human being at all right now. And I'm like, nope, not getting in. I was worried he was going to pull a gun on me or something. It was one of those like moments of like, I've never seen you. I've lived here my entire life. Never seen you around my neighborhood. Don't know who you are. I should have just called the cops, honestly, right then. I didn't even think about it. Luckily, nothing ever happened around my neighborhood. Maybe it was just a person trying to be a nice human soul. It was the middle of winter and I was walking up to the bus station. But I was so taken aback by that. Getting real personal up in here right now. Be smart, kids. if you had candy, I mean, you might as well, right? Everybody that has candy is your best friend. That's a known fact. That's why Halloween's the best time. Everybody's your best friend. Go into all the strange houses. Swear to God, I'm gonna get a text later. It's gonna be from my mom, and she's gonna be like, I was secretly in your stream watching you, and I heard about what you said. And then I'm just gonna have to respond with, Mom, I'm an adult. I can handle myself. If the worst of the world takes me away from this freaking existence, can't control it. Sadly. Sadly, the Grim Reaper doesn't give a shit what you're doing in life. When he decides to come, he decides to come. So draw your little fantasy creatures, people. If you enjoy drawing your little fantasy creatures, do it. Because one day, you won't be able to. There you go. That's my motivational speech for the day. It's kind of haunting. It's kind of Halloweenish. It's kind of morbid. But it's the truth. Live your life and enjoy it. Every moment of it. Go tell someone around you love them. Today. I love you guys. I love you guys. Thanks for watching me draw nerdy shit and play nerdy video games. You're the best. Only really nice people offer strangers candy. Fact. Yes, totally. First real concert I went to, my friend's parents were with us. Just found out years later my parents were there too, in the parking lot, being creepers. Nope. I don't think they were being creepers. I think they were doing exactly what I just said. It probably feels like being creepers. But I think that they just knew that you were their daughter, that they loved, and they wanted to make sure it was safe. And apparently they did a good job, because didn't you say you have a husband now? So maybe you're making your way towards a family, you know? Maybe those parents, you know, maybe what seems creepy will be what you end up doing to your kid in the future. Just saying. Maybe. Was metal as fuck? Boo, no babies. Can I ask what concert it was? I'm very intrigued if it was metal as fuck. Look at this. Look at this cute little freaking thing. Little freaking cute ass little whatever you are. Kangaroo, field mouse, creature. I'm not gonna lie, I want to give this thing gigantic hugs. When will virtual reality and all that get to a point that I can just make these things virtual reality and just go into that world for a little while when I'm having a really weird day and just be like, you're a big gigantic turtle mouse creature. Hug me and make me feel like everything in the world is fine. Make me believe. It's so fucking just being so weird in these streams these days. I love it. Chiotios. The old Chiodio brothers. Used to listen to them. Actually, they were from Michigan, and I was from Michigan. So before they even got big, I used to see them in a lot of basement shows. One of them was at
literally this church that we called the Underground. It had an underground like place where we would all go, and they played there. Also, one of my personal favorite bands, Portugal the Man, ended up playing there. I'm thinking back right now. I'm like, man, I want to go listen to some Portugal the Man. I don't listen to much of their new stuff anymore, but like their old stuff was so awesome. They just kind of became very festy. They do a lot of festivals now, and their music has kind of become a bit more festival-ish. But anyways, they freaking, like, it was one of their first like tours when they were just like still living in Alaska, weren't even known at all and stuff, and like it was awesome. It was cool to be able to like know and meet those bands. I was a huge part of like my whole life actually. I've been kind of a part of like the music scene. Right now is probably like the least, but like even before I moved and am where I am right now, I was still going out to a lot of underground house shows and everything like that. My friend was like the manager of a I guess you could say a club, a bar, that had tons of punk shows and everything like that going on with it. They're actually all at a fest right now in Florida. Yep, small shows are the best shows. It's official. If anyone's gonna go see shows, go to small shows. It's way more personal, it's way more badass. Festivals suck. I hate festivals, actually. I don't hate them, I just like... so unpersonable. We probably would have hung out, Atomic. We probably would have kicked it at some shows. It's sad that Chiodos ended up... I don't know. They ended up letting me down, I guess, personally. I really liked some of their first stuff, and then they just ended up getting way too poppy-ish. I felt the same about The Used. I used to love The Used. That first Used album was so good. Same thing. They got a little bit known, they got a little bit popular, and then it felt like they just lost... They lost what they had going for them, the creative side to it, and became just a poppy band. Whatever. So it goes. No offense if you still like Chodos or something. Isn't like Thomas a Rock from isn't Thomas a Rock from Fall of Troy now like in Chiodos? The Chiodos Bros. They actually used to be called Chiodos Brothers. That's why I'm saying the Chiodos Bros. They were Chiodos Brothers before they became Chiodos. Hey, yeah. Great friend material. Oh god, I'm knocking water over. Knocking water bottles over. I should drink some of this. Salubria. I've never heard that. Did they actually did they get pretty well known or anything like that? We can still be friends. Maybe it was destiny. Now we can be friends on the Twitches, and then once you end up getting PUBG, we can be friends in the PUBG and try and blow things away with grenades. I mean, anybody that's stuck around this long to watch me draw a frickin' mouse fantasy cartoon creature is okay by me. No, really though, I am... Seriously, everyone, thank you so much for sticking around. It's awesome. It means a lot that you guys are enjoying it. It means a lot that many of you from this stream have pushed me to just grow and keep doing stuff like this. it's fun to break it up. Sadly, after receiving the information yesterday that I did not catch the PUBG sponsorship for this time, it just means to me like, well, all right, I guess I can designate a little bit more time to doing the art stuff. It's been awesome to have gotten PUBG sponsorship though. I've been able to throw us up some custom matches and all that, but it is life. But they split up and still do music. Heck yeah. That's good. Yeah, I know a ton of people. Whoa, hiccup. I know a ton of people that still do music. But, I don't know. Where I live here, Chicago, there's still a lot of great stuff I can go see. I'm not as connected with the more, like, underground. There's a couple guys that I met that, were on tour here in the area that I still go out and catch their shows and stuff like that I saw back from where I'm from. Really cool guys. But that's about it. It's not like every weekend I was going out and seeing awesome shows and getting wrecked. So it goes in life sometimes. It's actually one of the reasons, like when I had moved and everything and decided to go full-time career, I needed to get away from that kind of a lifestyle that I had where I was just getting smashed every single day. Getting ripped, partying with friends. So doing stuff like this and staying, doing my creativity, doing my art and stuff like that. It's great. It's great. I love it. I can dig that Ori and the Blind Forest came on right now, OST-wise. Because it very much suits this creature right now. This thing totally has an Ori look to it. We're getting closer. It's not going to be too long now until it's finished up. Ah, gotcha. So PUBG sponsorship basically allows you to have benefits through like PUBG supporting you by like putting your stream and Twitch and stuff like that up on their website. It gives you the ability to create custom matches, which custom matches are a lot of fun in PUBG. They let you do things like increase, loot rate, for example, by a set amount. You can make it so that everyone can only use melee weapons, so on and so forth. So I really was attempting to do that because I thought it would have been super cool to be able to host and do a lot of custom matches, do a lot of fun modes like Mad Max and everything like that I've played in before. But it's just a great way to build community, build relations with more people and everything. It's not the end of the world, I'm sure from their perspective, like they basically stated it was because I don't have enough viewership and everything like that. And so I would assume that from their perspective, they probably, as I've worked in the video game industry, so I get it. Like, it makes me sad because I really would have loved to have done it. I felt like I have been extremely passionate and supportive of that game since it's come out. Played it pretty much every single freaking week, 3 times a week, streaming it. But I explained to them, like, how badly I wanted it, the reasons why I wanted it, to continue to build this community. And I really put my heart and soul into the application. And I thought, if they read this, maybe they'll go, wow, this person deserves it. Let's give them a chance. But I don't have the viewership power that they have. And from a business standpoint, like I said, they probably want to have the ability to have more viewing on it, more eyes on it. It is, from a business side, it is about making money. So to them, they were probably like, well, we've got all these other people, though, that have gigantic followings. The thing is, too, is since the last one I did, when I applied for the first time, I really took to heart what they said, and I spent a lot of time, like, getting more YouTube videos out there and doing the stuff that they said, you need to do before being able to apply for another time. So I did all that stuff, but then the response this time was, oh, well, you know, they didn't even mention anything about the fact that I did any of that stuff, which they probably didn't really remember me, and that's okay. There's probably a lot of people that are coming through, but it kind of was like, oh, well, so really, all of that stuff that you guys said the last time probably didn't necessarily matter. Or you just changed your rules, and then it didn't matter. That's what it is. It doesn't matter. It's okay. I will attempt for third time. Maybe the stream will grow larger in that amount of time. If not, whatever. We're building our own community here. Who cares? Bringing people together. Haha, I hear you. Do you have your website linked in here? My website is sadly not up to date. I need to get up on top of that. You can go to any of these to see artwork by me, and also my blogger. I'll post the blog in there. You'll see most of my work on my blog. It's just very conveniently fast and easy for me to get any work up onto that thing, so let me link it here for you, Tommy. Go to my blog, stupid. Well, thank you. I'm just trying to, whatever. I'm trying to build the community. You know, like, I want all of us to have a place that, like, everyone can feel like this is a great group of people. I actually want to be around here sharing things and, you know, whatever with each other. I feel like most people that are a part of this community right now are in that mindset, and I dig that. So far, so good. I couldn't have it any other way. Wouldn't have it any other way. I'd rather have people around that are awesome, excited about hanging out with each other, and so forth. To me, all of the forums that I've ever been a part of have always started with communities that are based more like that. So, I hope that continues to grow and come through more than anything. It's like, yeah, there's a part of it where it's like I'm doing streaming stuff like that, and it's kind of partially around that, but I hope that more than anything, like the Discord and stuff like that grows in a way where if anyone else is doing streams, they're posting their streams in there, and other people are getting to know each other and, you know, come by their streams and hang out, make friends. I hope. So I'm just giggling. This thing has really goofy, large hands, too. It's funny to me. Character work is fun. Cartoony stuff like this. I don't care. I've done so much serious artwork in my life that's like much more realistic and stuff, and yet, for whatever reason, just simple, fun, cartoony characters are just so fun. No problem. If I start streaming again, I'll give you shout outs and hosts, but I'm new to all of this, so it won't help much. But I believe in you. Well, that's I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Atomic B. And if you do start streaming again, be sure to throw that up in promo and everything like that. And if you have any questions or anything, feel free to ask. You know, like, I've been doing this for 2.5, 3 years now. I wasn't really taking it seriously until maybe about a year ago, as like an option of something that I actually was like, I'm gonna do this 3 times a week. We can partially say that was because Unholy Hobo started coming into the stream and actually being like, hey man, I'm gonna come by every one of your streams. And I'm like, what, dude? What, you're gonna be like, you're gonna support me? You're gonna be like, Do it, Raven. And so now I'm here 3 times a week. And honestly, it works great because I'm such a nerd, and the things that I do, there's a lot of other people that resonate with that and like it. So do it, Raven. There he is, the man himself. But yeah, no, there's a lot of great people already. Some offhand streamers and stuff. So again, we're all small and we're building it up. And so hopefully we can all do it together. So if you do decide to start streaming again, Atomic, definitely post in the promotions thing, stream promotions, you know, all that good stuff that comes with it. If you have questions, ask. I know Rabble Rouser, for instance, if you're looking to ever hire somebody to do some really nice Twitch graphical work, he could probably hook you up. I've learned stuff from him. His graphic design is amazing. He's taught me things. He's somebody I used to work with back at a video game company, and we've been gaming and friends for a very, very long time. Bum, bum. I try to come by. I'm not sure how to turn on notifications for your channel. I don't know, but either way, Dimes, like, dude, I don't understand. You walked in one day and suddenly you were just like the same as like me and Rabble, the same kind of humor, the same kind of shit. Like, you just, and then you were like all like, hey, look at me, I'm gonna start freaking subscribing to your channel and stuff like that, and throwing bits at you. It's just raining bits on me, Dimes. Which again, I've told you on several occasions, you don't have to do that. It's just like, I don't care. Like, it's like, I appreciate so much that you guys are subscribing, all that shit. I do so much. But the fact that you guys are just coming by the stream, hanging out, being a part of the community, like, Dimes, like, wish you didn't sell your computer because you'd still be gaming with us and shit. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I know you're gonna have another one soon. You'll be back with us. I'm just simply saying, the fact that, like, we're all getting to know each other and shit is awesome. That's what it's about. That's what I'm excited about more than anything. It's like, fuck. I work a career job. I can fund myself for the things I need to do in my life. So like, the fact that you're just willing to throw a couple bucks at me even after the fact for a sub and all that shit is just like, it means so much that you're willing to do that. And you guys don't have to do that, and I mean that for real. You don't have to do that, so you know. It is not a requirement at all. If you've got shit in your life that you need to take care of and you need to put your money towards it. I understand. Looks like I missed some stuff here. Do it, Raven. It's fun, but I've been so busy and I had someone stream I was watching. They creeped on my profile and turned really toxic. Said I was an ugly chick that looked like a dude. Oh, what a fucking asshole. Don't freaking worry about those people. I haven't been back since. Well, I mean, it's your call, Atomic, on what you want to do with that. Like, I'm really sorry. I've had people come into my fucking stream and say some really fucking ruthless shit to me too. I just ban them. And I don't fucking... I have thick skin in that regards though. Doing art like this, like, and I worked at a company that, like, video gamers and stuff like that were extremely toxic on the game. So I'd put my artwork up and people would say some of the meanest shit ever. Just ruthless. Just awful, awful things. And then there were other people that were like, I love it. This is great. So to me, it's like, in this fucking world, there's so many goddamn trolls out there and shit. I'm just, you know, doing it for those that appreciate it. Fuck the rest of them. If you're gonna be an asshole and shit like that, then fuck you. That person's mean. I'm sorry they said that to you. Fuck them. What a shitty person. Click the down arrow beside the follow heart to enable notification times. Rappel did all my channel art. Yes, he did. Me. Uptime. I've been live for... Dude, how do you... What? You know about these commands that I don't even know about. Uptime? I didn't know I had that command. Like, no matter what, Atomic, there's always going to be some fucking shitty person that sees what you're doing, and they're going to be like, ugh, it's not what I'm about. It's not what I'm doing. Fuck them. It's like, I post PUBG clips and stuff like that on Reddit and stuff all the time. Downvoted immediately. Every single time. Every single post I put up. Now, it doesn't matter if it's the coolest thing I've done ever. Just downvoted. It's like, that's just fucking internet. Rabel said it best. He's just like, if it's not about them, if it's not about what they're doing, then they don't give a shit. They'll fucking downvote it. People are selfish creatures. The ego is one hell of a thing. If you like streaming, if you enjoy streaming, then you should still do it. Fuck that one asshole. Toxic people, y'all. Toxic people. I had a troll come to my stream, but it was pretty funny because everything he said was true and I was just rolling with it. Called me a nerd, which is a compliment in my book, right? Absolutely. I'm a freaking nerd. Absolutely. Yo, Atomic. You found the best place. You found the best place. If streaming is a thing that you want to do, we encourage this shit around here. If I get some free times and everything, I will pop in that stream. Like I said, we can go PUBG's it up. We can hit squads and stuff and just fuck around and blow up. Hopefully everybody's been enjoying that too, that has been coming by. Like, I've been trying to actually jump in there and play more matches with all you you new folks and everything to the stream. It's kind of tough being like somebody who plays a lot of solo for rating and then still, like, you know, people want to come by and hang out and play. So I'm trying. I hope that you guys are getting something out of that. Like, hopefully I'm not like ignoring people. Just hit me up if you want to play. It's just my brain immediately goes to, I should go play solo because, you know, get my rating higher. Nights for life. Yeah, right? Free time? My free time goes into doing this stream, but that's like the best thing. It's what I want to be doing right now, so it's great. I'll put like laundry and stuff aside to do this, but for real, I have to do some stuff after this stream. After this art stream, before the PUBG live stuff, I gotta make some food and eat because I'm a human and I need my nutrients. That's a for sure. Need to make my bed. I need to clean my room up a little bit. I need to get the dishes rolling in the dishwasher, and then get some laundry started, and then I can PUBG. And surprisingly, I'll be able to do all that pretty fast. This guy's almost done. Let's say this little guy is almost done. You know, I'm realizing his darks are not too dark. I'm gonna merge this all together real quick. His darks may not need to be too dark, but I'm gonna try and bump the levels just a tad. That's a little bit better, I'd say, right? This gets his darks a little bit darker there. I'd say that's a little better. Well, thank you. I feel pretty good about him. It's pretty adorable. I think he hits that fun. Like, I don't know. It'd be a really cool game, I feel like. Like, I guess it would be kind of Skylander-ish, in a way. Like, I feel like this guy could be running around and shooting out, like, some kind of water bolt or some desert bolt. I don't know. Why does he have a turtle shell? Why is he wearing a turtle shell? I still don't get why I made him have a turtle shell, but whatever. He's a hybrid of some sort. It works. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just like, where did my brain decide to put this like mammal-looking creature having a turtle shell? My imagination. Where did it run to? So yeah, I don't know. It'd be like a Skylanders type game, you know? You pick your creature, whatever. Actually, maybe it wouldn't. Maybe it'd be more of a Zelda game. Maybe you run into these creatures out in the world that you're running around in. It's all a fictitious game. We can make it for whatever we want. Maybe you actually like take these companions on or something. Like maybe you're a character in this world, and then these guys are all like NPCs, but you can get them to join your whatever, your party. And then suddenly you're out there kicking butt with this guy for a while, and he's just like, look at me, I got big ears, and I'm gonna flap them, and that's gonna blow wind. It's gonna blow sand into their eyes. It's gonna blow sand into their eyes. Where the fuck am I going with this? I don't know. You guys use your imagination, all right? Help me figure out what he does. I'm just trying to make it look cool. It's a great move. Sand eyes. Pocket sand. I can't remember even what that freaking is from, but I remember it being so funny. Pocket sand. Exactly. It's made out of gold because gold is malleable. So it hits the head and it absorbs through the malleable metal. We've got it. We've discovered it. We figured it out. That's what he uses it for. Thunk. Just whacking people upside the head. And it does feel more like it is a melee type staff because of the fact that the whole thing's wrapped, you know, so alright, let's get a few things here still. We're going to do a color dodge to some of golds to get a little more sheen going on in them. Feel a little bit more glowish. A few more things and we can wrap this guy up. Whoops. If I didn't go out on the other ones there. Still good. Okay. Pocket Salmon was from King of the Hill. Yup. Yes. Now I remember. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that back. That's my purse. I don't know you. Freaking pocket sand. God, I remember that just being so fucking funny to me. Pocket sand. God dang it, Bobby. Okay. Feels good. Feels overall pretty good. Do want to give some highlight to those earrings, jewels, whatever. Where did I have those? We're close. I think it was this layer. That one? No, it's not. It's the one above it? There we go. There it is. Okay. So, now I can grab those. Try and make them feel a little bit more like they're jewels or whatever. What's going on? It's a minor detail. Will make them feel like they're a little more shiny value type thing. Little beads or something. And kind of curious if I did an overall color dodge, if it would still bump those tones up. I still feel like it's overall pretty monotone. Let's do a light color dodge and find out. So basically what the color dodge does is when I put it to this tool and I allow myself to take it all the way down into these values, into this area, like over here, this is basically telling through this program what's going to have happen is that having this down here with the color dodge is going to make everything at a low percentage of increase happening. Like if it was up here, it'd be major. I'll show you guys, so you guys kind of know what I'm talking about. So like right now, by doing this, I'm just kind of slowly brightening up all the tones on it by like what I just did. But if I were to put that, for instance, very bright, it's going to just blow it out immediately. It's going to just send up a lot of light there. So I'm literally putting it very, very low so I can just kind of slowly work up a little bit on this guy. So these areas that just come towards the viewer a bit more. Just trying to work in a little more highlights on these spots. Just to give it a bit more 3D light. This area is a bit closer to the camera, so getting that a bit closer with your shoulder forward and the light hitting it is going to allow that to feel a little bit closer to the viewer. So you see on an overall, just kind of gives it a little bit more volume and depth. Let's actually bump up his highlights on the top of his head too. So it's like the light's really hitting him from up there. Maybe we'll do a quick gradient overlay. Some nice yellow tones. Let's just see what that looks like a bit. Actually, let's put it to a color dodge and see what giving him some light up here does. Probably a little too far. Do actually want to give it though to his tail. Want to make it feel like all this is faded back a bit. Actually, I don't want the tail to feel so much faded back. I want the staff to fade back. Because right now it feels like these two things are kind of like connected in a way, so get this right here separated, and I'll get this here separated. Hopefully doing this will make it feel a little bit, well, apparently just doing it on color dodge is not going to work, so let's just try some orange. Just try and make those feel like they're falling a bit back in space. It's not working too well, is it? I just put a little too thick on there. What are you going to call it? Well, again, I showed the sketch of this yesterday when I was doing the other art stream, and Rabble-Rouser was in that stream, and when I showed the sketch of it, he called it a Mauser. And I have to say that when he immediately said a Mauser, I was like, yeah. So, I leave it open to the board. If anybody's got a better name than Mauser, we can call it that. But if no one's got anything better than Mauser, Mauser seems like the perfect name for this species. The Mausers. A little bit of orange down on this part, kind of try and see if we can make part fall back a little more in space. We do the same over here. Turt Reynolds. You nailed it, Dimes. That's it. We're calling it species the Turt Reynolds. Alright. So hopefully those little bits that I just added there kind of make it all feel like it's fallen back in space a little bit more. His body's a little bit tilted. I think that feels pretty good. Man, I almost wonder if I shouldn't bump him a little bit more in my layers, though. Or even possibly take a curves to him. It's just noticing his shadows aren't the most, like... Too much, too much. How about that? Bumps the shadows just even a little bit more. Just giving a bit more 3D space. A little bit more value separation. Yeah, that looks fantastic. I think that looks fantastic. I'm happy with how that came out. Bada boom. I think we're going with Mauser. I'm sorry, Dimes. I think we're going with Mauser. He can specifically be called Turt Reynolds. But the creatures themselves should be called the Mausers. Species-wise. Actually, it was a Z, I think is how he spelled it. Mausers. Mausers. The Womertle? The Womertle? Oh, stretch. Ow, I hurt my lower back. Sad face. I'm sorry. I still think I like the Mausers better. I apologize. It's a wombat. A Womertle. Wombat and a turtle. I mean, I like the combination of it. But I like Mausers. Just mouse? Like mouse? Mausers? You know? Hey, it's okay. Just keep throwing the names out in the future. We'll get them. Which actually reminds me, Sasquatch was not here today. Sasquatch was the first person to start doing the research and stuff and doing names. He's not here right now. Oh, Sasquatch Boxer. Maybe next time. Okay. Well, do one little like last close-up or whatever, kind of finish out the stream, video or whatever for the future. Just let it sit there for a second. Any teasers for the next drawing? These two are the ones I've done thus far. That was that one. That was old, that sketch. I'm not going to do that one because it ended up becoming way more character-ish. It was like a weird thing. So here's the biggest thing, Dimes. I posted some stuff in the Discord art chat earlier of some other sketches that I've done. I was actually going to do them this weekend, but I ended up completely forgetting to grab them from work. So, if you go look in the Discord thing, I don't know if I can even get them and bring them over so you guys can take a look, but they're in the Discord. If you go to the share your art post and then you scroll up, you will see that there is the Candle Genie one. There's another creature that's like, I don't know, it's what Teku's calling a crab. And there's another bear type creature up above that one. So I assume that those three will be like the next ones we kind of gear towards and end up
hitting up. Dun, 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 dun. Well, we ended up doing it in a 3-hour period of time, so that was good. We ended up hitting what we wanted to hit. Crab? That's what he called it, the crab, but it's like, it's more of like a, it's got like a big tail off the back of it. It kind of has the body of like some slight like crab slash insectoid. It does look fun. Definitely, I think that's going to be a fun one to do because it's just kind of a obscure looking creature. Can I even bring that up? Maybe I can move the Discord over and put it up on the thing right now and you guys can see it. Yes, there we go. I can do that. So these are the next potential 3. We got the bear, the bear-esque type creature. I need to fix the leg over here. This thing got a little too small. It needs to drop just a little bit or something. Then this is the creature that Teku's calling the crab. I think you could do a 6 snake one. I've thought about doing a snake type one. Recently I actually was thinking about doing kind of like the S-curve shape. And then there was this candle genie. So those are the potentially the next 3 that I'll be working on. There you have it, folks. Okay, so thanks again, everyone, for coming by this art stream. It means a lot to me that you came by and hung out. Mucho appreciated. I am now going to go get done all of those chores that I've been saying throughout the whole stream that I need to get done so I can start doing the PUBG stream. Get in there and kick some butt. Hopefully. Take some chicken dinner wins. So, thanks again, everyone, for coming by the stream. Mucho appreciated. Until next time. Peace out. Caw-caw!